Hi everyone! Thanks for tuning into my channel. I'm Kidest. In this post, I'm going to talk to you about the anatomy of a magnetic intention statement. I'm going to specifically touch on 3 components that your intention statements need to include so that you're starting your manifestation journey on the most coherent and harmonic tone that's possible. And that comes from how you frame that intention statement at the beginning of your manifestation journey. So there are 3 things that need to be included in your intention statement when you write out, when you articulate your desired outcome, what it is that you want to experience. Now, I've talked about in another video how really important and useful it is to write out your intention statements. That writing out process, in that process of articulating your vision, articulating your desire, articulating that end result that you want to experience, you want to remember to include these 3 components. Now, the first is specificity. You do have to be specific about what you want to experience. You do need to pinpoint the outcome that you want to experience, the particular picture, the particular end result, the particular object, whatever it is that you want to create in your experience, whatever it is that you want to co-creatively manifest. You want to be as specific as possible in articulating that desired outcome. Now, as an example, I can talk about if you want to release a certain amount of weight, you want to be specific about how much weight you want to release and what your ideal weight number is, right? So you do want that specificity. If it's an object that you want to manifest, include the color, include the aspects of it that you really like. Specificity serves a number of different functions. One is it lets the universe know exactly what it is that you want. You're not creating this vague general idea. Rather, you're saying, this is what I want to experience. This is what I want to attract. This is what I want to manifest in my experience. So it creates a much clearer broadcast when you have that specificity. The second thing about specificity is it helps you really connect to the intention, to the outcome that you want. The more specific you are, the more you're engaged in articulating what it is that you want. I love this aspect of this. This is what I want. This is what I want to experience. All of that is sort of brought into your intention statement. So specificity is the first component. The second component is present tense language. So language is a really powerful way in which we express, how we organize, how we interpret the things that we experience. So you want to use language that creates a temporal closeness between you and the outcome that you want. So present tense language like I now have, I now am, I am now, help you really be present and connected to the outcome that you want to experience. There's a way we organize information, and internally, psychologically, the way we sort of mentally orient ourselves through the things that we want to experience. When we use present tense language, we create a closeness to the thing that we want to experience. And that's where you want to be. If you use language that's future tense, like I'm going to, I will be, if you put it in the future, you're going to keep organizing your relationship to that outcome in that sort of pushed out kind of way. You're going to sort of keep pushing the outcome that you want away if you use language that's sort of future tense. So you want to use language that's present tense that keeps you connected to the outcome that you want in that present moment experience. Now, presence is beyond time, if you will. This moment right here, when you're connected to just being here in this present moment, when you're fully grounded, you've moved out of that flow of perception that organizes your experiences into past, present, and future. So you want to be in a mindset, in a state, in a perspective that keeps you at one with the experience that you want. So that's the second component. So you have specificity, and then you have present tense languaging around the outcome that you want. Now the third component is an important one. All three are important, but the third component is really what gives juice to your intention, to the thing that you want to manifest. And that third component is to ensure to include positive emotion in the statement that you're creating at the onset of your journey. Now, what creates that electromagnetic pulse from you, what creates that coherent pulse of electromagnetic energy, is the combination of thought and emotion. And you want positive emotion to be infused into your intention statement. You want emotions like happiness, joy, gratitude, and the like, that spectrum of positive emotion woven into your intention statement. So I'm so happy and grateful that I feel so blessed to be. Those types of statements that are inclusive of that positive emotion will help you really create that clear, coherent, harmonic, and magnetic signal right at the onset of your manifestation journey. So I did a recent blog post on specific examples of positively calibrated, magnetically calibrated intention statements that you can use to model your intention statements. And I'll include the link to that blog post in the description to this post. So those are the three components you want to include as you sit down to write out your intention statement. Be sure it's specific. Include that framing in the present tense, and be sure to include the positive emotion in that intention statement.